So day 5, Shiel campsite back there, beautiful sort of little spot. It's about 9:30 now, so slow morning, so recuperate a bit so from yesterday's big day. So today through the town and then Morvik, and then up to the falls, waterfalls, and then out to Malbo, I think that's how you say it, but I'm probably wrong, but Bothy. So around 24 k's, we'll see how we go. Bit of road walking to get back into the mountains. So we've just stopped near Kintel Crafts, just at the cafe sort of place down there. So had a soft drink, coffee, lovely sort of breakfast roll sort of thing. So egg and a bit of black pudding and all that. Such a remote hike, eh? Yeah. And sat down there chatting to a chap, another John, originally from Ireland, so struggling a bit, but he's enjoying it, so yeah, it's quite good. So yeah, so a bit of road walk now until we get back into the trail. So this is the other campsite that's actually closed at the moment because of filming, so I just had a chat and you can see the cones here. There's a big sort of operation here with sort of all like film crew stuff and all that. So yeah, so and yeah, you can see all lights and stuff like that in there, and yeah, so that campsite there was shut, and all the cones here for traffic and all that, but it's for Highlander. They're doing a remake of Highlander, and the chap there was saying that they got Russell Crowe, so be interesting. So I walked, and supposedly they're filming it up in the mountains up there. There we are. Scotland. Surprises. So it's a bit after 12 now, after our sort of morning tea stop and walking through Morvik. We're heading to the falls, so Glenach Falls, I think it is. So a few people out on the trail. Very woodland area. Pretty easy walking so far. It's a mix of road and sort of walking tracks, so easy as. Yeah, steadily climbing up to the falls, so there's a waterfall down there. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be raging torrent off the waterfall, so you can see where we come from up the valley there. So yeah, just slowly picking up the side of the valley here. So steady work, but nothing too steep yet. Still on the way to the falls. So the falls are below Mac. So the falls go right down there. We won't be able to see them until we get around the back. So we sort of hike around the edge there and down there into the valley. There's a road way over there, so and we'll go there. So then on to the Bothy. So lunchtime, 2 o'clock. Falls, you can't really see too much of them though, so unless you sort of scamper down, I didn't want to do that. So yeah, very pretty sort of little spot, and it sort of traverses river, goes down there and around to the trees out the back there. So we'll be going down the hill down there, stay on this side of the river out to where those trees are. So yeah, and then up the river to the right. Some goats. I've seen goats before, apart from a couple in the town, but there's a few up there. So just picking away at the side of the hill. Hello goats. Hey. Looks like they have a few fires up here. There was a bushfire warning, or not bushfire, but high fire risk. Still smells a bit, a little bit of sort of smoke smell in it still. So there's not really a lot to burn apart from a bit of grass, but once it gets into the trees. So yeah, there we are. well, that was pretty impressive. A fighter jet coming down the Loch Na Reach, Loch Na Lead Reach or something like that. So I was trying to capture it really quick, like clicking buttons and everything. So you've even got it to the sound of Evanescence in the background. So couldn't turn the music off in time. So, ow, pretty cool. After the, I think it was the Iron House or something like that back there. Slog up here, this sort of gravelly loose stone stuff. It's warm, sweating. Scotland, didn't think so. Anyway, stop complaining, eh? Look where you are. So yeah, it's just been a slog for the last sort of 6-7 k's along the solid road. Now we're on this stuff. So it's not the most exciting walking, but the view's good, but you got to watch your feet, that's all. So it makes view watching a bit hard. It's a bit after 5. Just done the big climb up the rocky sort of road down in the valley there. So just steady sort of grind up the hill. So it's good too because the sun's gone down. So we're behind the mountain. So yeah, very nice though. A little bit more wind would be nice just to take the sting off a bit. Still going. 5:30. Not too much further, but we always say that. So just a couple of minutes after 6 and I can see the Bothy. Malbo, I think it is, or something, like I'm massacring the names of course, but all those ones who've been here will know it, so if not, look it up. So it looks, supposedly it's been renovated recently, so as you can see it looks nice and bright and white, so be good to get down there. So this is Malbui we're going with, so very nice sort of inside. A few other guys here already, so nice skylight. They used to have upstairs, so they got rid of that, so and another big room in there, all renovated, so there we are. Cool. So day 6, we're off to Jerry's Hostel, but up near Strathcarron anyway, a place called Craig. Small little town, so it's amazing morning this morning. So the Bothy was good. Catch up with a number of guys, talk about stuff. Over there, sun's up. Meant to be quite a warm day, around 20 degrees, so should be interesting. All right, well, about 24 k's, so you know, probably, hopefully in reasonable time. It's a bit after 7. Hitting another lock up in the mountains. I don't know, about 45 minutes or so from the last Bothy, so really nice. So beautiful day again, so gonna have to CGI in some rain and clouds, I reckon. Otherwise people would just say it's too easy, and the weather has been making it easy, a lot easier. So there's the hump of the monster just going back in the water. Just about to leave the lock up here and traverse over the back there. So bye bye lock, and very nice. First view of Benderang, I think it is, Bothy. So pay for Bothy, but you know, that doesn't matter. But we won't be visiting, oh, I won't be visiting that, I should say, not we. We zipping back, sorry, jumping around the road. Zipping back to the right, up that valley that way. So Yeah, it's a bit of a smoko, about sort of 9:30ish, around 10 k's in or so. Loch and Lugothu or something like that. Yeah, really just need to write them on the bottom of the video so people can work it out themselves. So very nice. Thing I really notice at the moment is it's just very, very quiet. So quiet. All I can hear really is the ringing in my ears. But no real bugs, no birds, no nothing. Just quiet. And given that there is no wind as well, deadly quiet. So going along the loch up sort of that way. So as you can see, the weather. So we've moved off the nicely made sort of track onto this small little sort of walking track. A bit boggy in bits and pieces. Then it goes good, and then boggy. Yeah, not too bad though compared to like other bogs. Beautiful view of the loch down there as well. Getting close to the top of the saddle now. Very sort of remote sort of area. Although, you know, another 8 kilometres and there's a few houses and stuff. So remote is how you see it. That was a really fun, well, probably not the right word, enjoyable part. Yeah, it was hard to follow the track. Track sort of disappears. You're off, you pick your own way through the rocks, stuff like that. So yeah, that's quite enjoyable for me. Bit of a sadistic side of me, I suppose. Right at the saddle now, so sort of flattish sort of area. Nice climb up. So yeah, it's about 16 k's in so far. So it's about 11:30. I think I might call that lunch before heading down. About another 8 or so. So find a little spot for lunch, dry out my tent in this lovely sun. There was one chap, he's going up that mountain up there, and he's just come down from that one there. So they have a little Y bridge set up here to cross the river when it's in spate. Not quite the same, we just cross over sort of there, nice and easy. So yeah, so river crossings, all the mud, well, the midges non-existent so far. So mud, yes, but not insane mud as they're sort of making out. But given the weather, it's all pretty dry. So very, very lucky. Well, down off the saddle and sort of miscellaneous tracks from the 2 big peaks up there. So down on the other side. So another chap just going up then to do the Munros, climb up those 2. Guy already up there doing a couple. So, and just around the corner here, they've got their bikes, so they can roll back to town. Nice. So getting close to Craig, just been a sort of a bit of a slog on the last bit, so along the road, so something a bit different. So train lines, train crossings, looking for trains. Probably a few hundred meters to get to Craig, and we'll work out what we do, whether we keep going, do a few more Ks to help tomorrow for Kinloch. So I'll sit down for a while and see what I want to do. Well, the plan was to stop at Jerry's hostel, but I wasn't too sure. I got a bit early, and then I went, I might as well charge everything up. But I walked down and it's closed for a few days. So well, I guess I'm walking a little bit further and rough camping again. So which is good in a way, because we'll get to Kinloch before the post office shuts at 12. So opens at 8, I think, and shuts at 12. So yeah, probably go through to about 5. It's about 20 past 3. So that'll give us maybe, you know, another 6-7 Ks. So it'll be 10 Ks into the morning. So it's getting close to 4. We just come up over the Coolum Pass, so all pine sort of trees. It was a bit different to have trees over the trail brushing through them and stuff, going under a couple of fallen ones and things like that. And now we're back on the Scotland Way. Nice and clear, no trees. So beautiful mountain peering over the back there, and the ones in front. So we'll go for another hour and then find a spot to pitch the tent, hopefully near a river or something like that. Bit of a wash, a bit sweaty from the warmth today, so yeah, it's a very different day today, hey? The final stretches for today. Walking beside the river, now just there's a lake over the top where the trees are over the back there. But yeah, very picturesque with the big mountain. It's very striking with the ridge protruding our way, you know, with the colours and all that, with the sun on it. So yeah, if I can focus on it and walk, we'll see how we go. There we are. So it's about 5:30, campsite is selected, so we'll be just here on this grass here. Nice river there, although I am filtering because there's a few horses and things like that around. So, but farmhouses, one farmhouse over there, another farmhouse back on the other side of the trees, and look at the view that these people have all the time. Very nice. That's it for today. So about 33 k's I think all up. It's a bit further than expected, around that 24 mark. So tomorrow into Kinloch U makes, if I've done another 8 kilometres, I've only got 8 k's to get in there by 12, so I'll do that pretty easy to get to the post office and a resupply. Probably sit around there for a bit and eat a bit of crap from the service station and things like that. So looking forward to that bit of greasy sort of stuff. And the cows have come, the Highland cattle. Very nice looking animals these. There's a couple more that way, but the sun is quite bright that way, so here he is over there. Or she, don't know. Wait! Hello, whoops. Looking at me. So it's day 7. We left Craig because of like no hostel was open, so we camped like you saw some of the shots. So over this lovely area. So Highland cattle walked past last night, just over on the other bank over there. It was quite amazing. Love the sort of Highland cattle look, really cool. So they sort of grazed and kept walking on. So today we're off to Kinloch U to get food, so we're going to carry a fair bit more food again. Don't really need much more, but yeah, it's going to be a heavy pack again. Been trying to do the numbers to make sure I get out on Friday, the whatever date that is, the 8th I think it is. Keep going back and forward. I think I've got it right now, so I'm not sure whether I can have a really short day today or whether I keep pushing on. So we'll work it out when we get there. We'll have a bit of food from the shops there as well, so should be good. I'm certainly not hungry. I've been eating a fair bit, so it's good. Only downside yesterday was when setting up the tent. If I turn, you can see now I'm carrying an extra antenna out the side. The pole broke, not because of wind or anything, I think just fatigue over the years. So just on the end pole as you set up. So a bit unfortunate, but it sort of seems to hold all right with a bit of tape, so should be okay. Bit of track bashing this morning, so nice sort of road surface. Just summited over the top and now we're on the way down to the lower part. Just taking it easy because this sort of gravelly stuff can get a bit slippery or loose underfoot type thing. So yeah, as you can see, Scotland weather, really good. So it's a bit after 9. I'm making good time to Kinloch U. So gone through a bit of a boggy section, which had to put the gaiters on. It was quite boggy, so I'm now on the nice trail beside the lovely stream, so it doesn't get much better than this. So it's about 9:45 on Thursday, so just made it into Kinloch U. So Kinloch U is where I'll get hopefully my food drop at the post office. Just got to find that. We'll sit down for a while at a cafe. Sort of camping over there, toilets and things like that. So yeah, very quaint little town. So probably sort of not the halfway point. Unipol is probably that, but this is like a good typical stop for some people. So yeah, we'll be here for a little bit, getting a bit of food. Sorry, I'm not following. Well, the pack's loaded, so as you can see, it's sticking up behind my head again. So yeah, so a little bit heavier. Looking at all the same sort of food I've got again. So another 8 day of the same stuff, although just up here is the service station and cafe, so a little bit of different food now. So, and some sugary drinks, which are always nice. So yeah, so the post office stuff worked well to be able to drop off my rubbish there, and the only thing I need now is just another bottle of gas and I'm all good. So we were at Kinloch U after we got the food, decided that and worked out the plan that we could stay an extra night here, or for a night here instead of moving on. So I've showered and washed and things like that. So now let's set up tent there, and there's a few of the other guys that are doing the same sort of speed that I'm doing. So we're finishing up on Friday. So we thought, well, might as well hang around, have a drink or two, recharge, and then push on. So that's pretty much it for day 7. Nice and easy, 8 kilometres, not much at all. Well, it's about 7:20 on day 8, so it's Friday the 1st of May. So after a pretty chilled day, so 8 kilometres and just shuffling a few travel plans around, yeah, it was just relax. So in by 9:30 yesterday, and just sitting around. Went to the pub, had a nice meal. Talked to a lot of the other hikers a fair bit. So not an overly late night, but and now off to Shenavall Bothy, or Shenavall, something like that, Bothy, about 27 k's, so should 6-7 hours type thing. Overcasty sort of day, a bit cooler than the previous day, so all's good. So the walking along just after town, so a nice sort of trail up in sort of a tree area. The pack's heavy with all the food I got from my resupply, so we're back up to probably around the 20 sort of kilos, so fun time. So about an hour and a half in or so, a bit more maybe. Yeah, just a bit of a road bash for the last hour and a half, so yeah. Now starting to climb up to the corner up there, so, and then to the right. So as you can see, overcast, nice and cool. So no snakes in Scotland. Well, there's the second one, so he's a little bit smaller than the first one. But yeah, out probably warming himself up. So yeah, so there we are. So coming up over to the big lock up here, so very picturesque with the mountains in the background. So we'll hook back sort of this way to the right in a moment. So up to Loch Lynid, small one compared to this one. So yeah, it's very nice. Anyway, going up this way over the saddle here, down to Loch Lynid. Nice looking waterfall stream down there, which we're going to go down in a moment. So after having lunch at Loch Lynid, lovely spot looking onto the big sharp rocks up there. And we're traversing down to Shenavall Bothy, I believe. It's about 9 kilometres, so down into this, next to this stream here, which is flowing nicely. And then up here where this ridge comes down on the left, we'll swing to the left after it, so, and up to the Bothy. So about 9 kilometres, so maybe a couple of hours, 2.5 hours or so. So nice early day, finish around 3. So it's been a nice day walking. A lot of the yellow bushes around here, a bit of an infestation of them all, so yeah, lots of them around. So we've arrived at Shenavall Bothy, and here it is. So nice building with mountains in the background. So sort of 2 rooms. So I'm here by myself, hence why I'm filming at the moment. So yeah, so here's the main sort of communal area, I suppose. Bit of pickles gas, dark down the back. Another sort of place to sleep if you want to sleep down there. And then there's the upstairs, so nice sort of handrails. And up we go. And sort of another communal sleeping area up here, so just on the ground. So nice little Bothy.